Good morning, everyone. The church cat is yawning. News is out all over town. It's Cheltenham, day one. Today I have the lucky Gabici top on, and I'm feeling lucky. Now, if you didn't see last night's video, and over 400 of you did, and thank you for all the thumbs up, I went through all the positions we were in for Cheltenham this year. If you haven't seen it, do look back. But day one. Now, yesterday, Doubleshots. I'm playing at the aways all week. Got the Widowmaker, did the business yesterday, and I've gone to Sedgy for 2 insider jobs. You can get them at $4.95 now. There are lots of money to be made at the aways. I want you to join me in making it, so get yourselves involved in a Doubleshot. Now, Cheltenham, Holdens Horses Army is ready to march on Prestbury Park, and I'm going to go through every race in detail. We're already on some. Members were sent them a bright and early, but I'm now going to go through each race. I'll do that every day. I'll be back on tonight at 6 p.m. and we'll take a look, an early look at tomorrow, and assess how we did in day one. Just a little bit of a dodgy throat this morning. I don't know about you guys, but I struggled to sleep last night. You would think as I enter my 50th year that I would have grown up slightly, but no, I am like a child on Christmas Eve, and I expect you are too, because it is the greatest week of the year, and it could be an absolute jackpot for us. And as I say, in last night's video, I went through everything, where we are, the lucky 15s, the anti-post positions. We go in with an extremely strong hand, but now it's over to the horses. Now, just spoken to somebody at the track, and they have told me that it's a pleasant day, that there was quite a bit of sunshine yesterday, and they think it will be good to soft proper, with even some good patches in there. So, perfectly fair ground for everyone. So let's go through the races, mention where we are already, and I'll give you my day one selections. Now, the opening race is, of course, the Supreme Novices, which is at the early time of 1:20. Do you remember when Cheltenham used to start at 2 o'clock and all this? But that's one for the older viewers. So 1:20, bright and early. It's the Supreme. Now, Appreciate It is the rock solid favorite. But last week, I advised a bet at 16-1 on Blue Lord. Now, the best price this morning was 11-1 with Sky Bet. Let's get the old odds checker on now. I want everyone to be on at the same, and the prices to be as live. So the best price now is still 11-1 with Sky Bet. If you're not on already, if you weren't on at the 16s, always come with Holdens horses and never miss. But I still think it's the play. You have a great chance in the race. He's come here because they believe he's got a genuine chance of winning. The favourite will be tough to beat. Let's all be serious. This is obviously a good horse, but plenty of these hot pots do get beat, and I'm going to aim to get them beat this week. Now, ask yourself a question. Over a 4-day festival, if you are back in the 10-11, the 1-2s, the 5-6s, the hot pots, the get round jobs, you need all of them to win, to make big profits. You can't afford a 4 or 1 done, because they will just eat your money up. But I'm going to try and get them beat. I don't have to be right every time. But when I am right, HH will scoop the pool. So that's why I'm taking these hot pots on, because I believe I can get several of them beat over the 4 days. And believe me, I've been doing this a long time, and this is the way to play this festival. I banked over 100 points last year, and I've done it many, many times to make big profits. I can't promise anything because it hasn't happened, and racing is no foregone conclusion, but I am sure this is the right strategy. So we're taking these hot pots on, okay? And the 1:20, here endeth the sermon. On 1:20, Blue Lord, if you're not on, is the play. 11-1 with Bet365 and Sky Bet and Bet Victor. Now, I'll just quickly say, have you noticed the bookmakers have sneakily stopped betting a quarter of the odds? Look at that. And they've all gone a fifth. They really are very naughty people. But even at 11 to 1, if we are second and third, we're on at 16s. We've got a nice profit. But I just think Blue Lord could give this appreciated a lot to think about. And it's no odds on shot. Nothing is odds on at Cheltenham. You've got a difficult track. Everything's trying. And these are all the top horses. So Mullins may win it, but it could well be with Blue Lord. So that's the 120. Everybody who's on at 16s, thumbs up, well done. Right, we now go to the Arkle. Now, we have given what seems years ago in one of our early Tuesday previews an each way lucky 15. And this is the first runner in that. All Mankind given at 8 to 1. Now, Shishkin is 2's on, but you can get 11 to 2 All Mankind. If you're not on already, you might want to play this each way, or you might want to play it as a straight win bet. I think the horse has a huge chance. Now, just to repeat, the anti-post market we played in was 3 places. There are only 5 runners, but that's not our problem. The anti-post terms, I've had people emailing me, asking the office, we are on 3 places. If All Mankind is in the 3, we win. I think if he jumps around, he'll be in the 3. I looked at his race, Sandown again, which was electric over Christmas. Now, he wasn't as impressive last time at Warwick, but I believe that was horrible, horrible ground. Well, I don't believe it was. And I think the Skeltons have left a bit to work on it. I think he's going to give Shishkin all the trouble in the world. I know Harry Skelton is confident. Dan Skelton is confident. And I think that Shishkin has trotted up against inferior opposition. I don't think he's going to trot up today. And I think All Mankind is worth a win bet today. If you're not on already, if you're on and you're with me, this is the first time to start getting excited. Well, obviously the first races, but our big each way lucky, it has Tritonic in it, remember, in the Triumph. Please go back to last night and you get the full update, and do give me the thumbs up. I'm really pushing hard. Like I said, look to camera and be honest, last week was a bad week, but I've been waiting for the festival. I'm going to hit back with form with a vengeance. Right, so that's the 155. We then move on to the 230, the Ultima, and again, broken record time. We are on right at 20 to 1. 20 to 1. In this race, the horse is now 11 to 2. Now, it's not a question of if you miss the wedding, don't come to the funeral, but I still believe that this is the bet here. Now, I can see 11 to 2. Quarter the odds, 4 places. Bet365, fair play to them for offering the choice. Sky Bet Go, 50 odds, 7 places. 7 places. Richard Johnson's been booked. I'm not a particular fan of his riding at Cheltenham this year, where he's got a lot of horses on the floor. So it's been said as a positive. Now, sadly, the regular pilot is on the sidelines. Now, obviously, Dickie's ridden a stack of Cheltenham winners. I am slightly concerned the way he's ridden Cheltenham this year. I know I've got a lot of fans out there who'll hate me for saying that. I hope I'm wrong and we do the business and we got a big 20 to 1 winner. I do still think right is the perfect type for this. Happy Go Lucky, the favourite, of course, it's Kim Bailey and Bass. Must run well, but I do think we've got the edge on that one. And second in the Hennessy, placed in the Charlie Hall, is super strong form in the context of this race. And if Right's ever going to win one of these big races, today is the day. He has a little bit of class, and that's what's needed. He's got to carry a big weight, but I think he's got the class to do it. So Right, if you're on at 20s, we could have a big, big day. He's still the play. He is still the play, but next year, please, please, when I do it again, come with me on all these bets from January onwards. Tuesday night was Cheltenham preview all the way, and we have a stack of these. Right, still the play. If you're not on, each way 11 to 2. Now we go to the champion hurdle. And the bet here is another horse we've been on since January. It's a bigger price than when I put it up. It's the only market I misread because of the great honeysuckle gamble. I didn't see that. I thought she'd go for the mare's race. But it has to be Epitante. She's the reigning champ. The ground has come in her favour, and I believe slightly against Honeysuckle, who would have been the one on heavy ground, perhaps. Epitante has a turn of foot. This is a speed track for the first 2 days till they switch to the new course. The old course is about a turn of foot, and I think she has the biggest turn of foot in this race. Aidan Coleman, I think, will hold on to her. There's loads of pace in the race, and I think Epitante can retain a champion hurdle title today, just after 3:05, and it would be the first one in our win lucky 15 banged in if she does. It's the battle of the mares, and I think Epitante can come out on top. Let's go to the 3:40, which is the mares hurdle. Now, a lot of the big rating services, a lot of the big private handicappers who do their own, and people buy into them. The ones I knew cannot split these 2 mares at the top of the market. Concertista for Willie Mullins, Roxana for the Skeltons. Now, I put it to you. I've looked at both their form lines, and I basically, every single time I look at this race, I have them virtually meeting the line together. Yet, one is available at 3-1 with William Hill. The other one is 5-4 favourite. It's a punting no-brainer from HH. You have to back the one at the bigger price. If it's a coin flip, you would always take above 50-50. And I'm giving you above 50-50. I'm not knocking the other horses in the race. Dame de Compagne, Black Tears, Great White Shark, but they are nowhere near the claims of the top 2 top ones. Now, everyone's saying Willie Mullins farms these races for mares. He does, but surely the Skeltons have the quality at training and riding that if they've got the horse, and these 2 should hit the line together, but we are on the 3-1 and not the 5-4, and that is the way to play this race. So number 10, Roxana in the 3:40. We then end the day with 2 devilishly big handicaps. The first one is the Boodles Juvenile. Now, I was against Mullins there, but in this race, I am definitely not, because the horse to be on here is number 3, Saint Sam. Now, you can get 5-1. I believe he's an each-way play at that price still. He was second in a grade 1 to a very, very exciting horse. And this, at the end of the day, is a handicap. Now, I think it's very interesting they've come here. I believe he'll go off favourite. The current favourite is Hugh Grease for Nichols. I believe that there will be momentum behind Saint Sam. And if Mullins has had a good day, of course, the stable roll-ups will come in. And though it might look a little short for an each-way play, it's a 6 places races. If he race with Skybet and with Paddy Power, I believe that Bet365 are a quarter of the odds, 5 places. So that could be the play. But I would take that price because I think St. Sam will be a big, big Irish gamble on day 1. And I think Paul Townend could bring him up after the last. And Mullins land another at Cheltenham. We end the day with my bet from last night, my day 1 cracker given on Monday night. I told you about the strength in this horse, and I urged you to take the price. Judging by the thumbs up many of you did, the horse has been cut. I believe it will still be powered on through the day. And tonight at 6 p.m, I'll give you an early day 2 bet that I believe will shorten up on day 2. So we're trying to beat the market. We've done it in the anti-post market. I'm now trying to do it the night before. And the horse I gave last night, very quickly, was remastered. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on at a much bigger price than the 4-1. It is now with Skybet. I told you it could go off Very, very short. There is a huge word for it. If you're not on last night at the bigger price, you should have watched, but we are where we are. The biggest price you can currently get is 6-1 with Paddy Power. They are well out of line. If we go across, 5-1 with Bet365, 4s with Sky Bet, nearly halved, 9-2 with Billy Hills, 5-1 with 888 Sport, and so it goes on and on and on. It's shortening on the exchanges. This is the day one mover, the Pipes, number 10, remastered under Tom Skoo. I said last night that the word was there was huge confidence emanating from Pond House, and believe me, the Irish may have farmed this race for a few years. Nichols may have a hot pot in there, but the Pipes are still masters at lining up handicap touches at Cheltenham. They've been doing it for a long, long time, and I think they've got one here in remastered. So if you were on last night and you got yourself a bigger price, do give me a thumbs up. It means a lot for me. And if you didn't, take that 6-1 sharpish. So there we go. Day one. I'll be back tonight with a day two cracker. Everybody who's been looking forward to this and sharing this journey with me since January, I really do thank you for your support. Do play the double shots at the aways, and let's keep that going and make some dosh at the aways this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But Cheltenham is my thank you to the viewers of Holdens Horses. I put us in a great place, but that's all we are. We're in a great place with our anti-posts, with our early birds, with our whatever. We have beat the market. Now we need the horses to go and do the business. And that, of course, is the hard point. And I leave you with the words of Jack Ramsden, who said, I never say a horse will win. I only say it might win. And that gives me the opportunity to be wrong. So always remember that. Nobody knows what's going to happen. If anyone tells you all these certs are certs and you should do this and do that, the races haven't happened yet. We are in for a fantastic week. Fingers crossed, everything crossed. I'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. Good luck. And as always, enjoy yourself and take care of yourself. Let's make it our best Cheltenham ever. Thank you and good luck.